He's going to be a good shearer if he turns his hand to it. Footwork like that, heads feed the foot in the right place every time. I see Gavin Much on the sidelines there taking some pointers.
Yeah, well, there'll be some quick footwork in this Maori Pakeha event too, because we have 3 teams are going to go hard and they're shearing 16 sheep per team, so that's 8 apiece. That's really going to make it work. $1,000 up for grabs in this one. And team number 1 is going to be, are they waiting down there in the wings? We can have them going up. Team number 1 is Casey Bailey and David Buick. Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen, as they go on to the team number 2, Tama Near and Jack Fagan. And team number 3, Jimmy Samuels and Doug Smith. Down on 5 and 6.
Jimmy Samuels, he's been shearing all morning. He was in the top 30 last night and he's been in the Young Farmers events this morning.
Yeah, but he shears all night as well in his sleep. You know, he just loves the game. He's been in the wool handling here this morning as well.
And the pressing yesterday, wasn't he? He's everywhere, this man. He was in the triathlon. He missed out on a triathlon by 1 point.
So these sheep supplied by Bag Shot, they're going to be brilliant shearing. We're going to shearing a lot of bag shot sheep here tonight. We've got, of course, the manager, Ken. He's down here with us today. He's got one of the blue shirts on, so he'll be keeping an eye on these guys, making sure they actually do the job right on his stock. Probably worth $130, $40 at the moment, the old Tudus.
When we get a bit of rain, they will be.
Oh, well, that's right. It will happen. Could we have all shearers on the board, please? We have a green light. There's a straight one go. This is an instant prize giving, ladies and gentlemen, and then we move on to the junior shearing final, which is an instant prize giving as well. Okay, we're ready to go. We've got the all clear from the referee. Timekeepers good. Judges, competitors, go. Wow, an awesome lineup here. We've got 8 sheep to talk about. We've got Doug Smith. He's from Hastings down there on the far end. And he's a big, tall, lean shearer. He'll have no trouble getting around these big bag shot ewes. Jimmy Samuels might have to dance on his tippy toes a little bit. He's shearing on number 5, Jack Fagan, the Pakeha. Pretty much, yeah, that's true. He's as pink as they come. As he goes around the back, he'll be hoping he shears pink as well. And to the first shoulder he goes. Tama Near had a good shear in the eliminations round yesterday, but probably not good enough because he didn't go any further. That's why he's in this event. Over the top comes David Buick. A little bit disappointed with himself last night. He had a tough pen and his gear just wasn't quite cutting. There's another chance to redeem himself here today. Casey Bailey up on the front here, Morgan. He's a young fellow with a bit of promise.
Tama Near in the pen first, but Jimmy Samuel dances in behind him. He's got the tight footwork, Jimmy Samuels. Twinkle toes. Dougie Smith in the pen for sheep number 2. The same time as David Buick. And Jack Fagan's right there too. He's back in his element. He's got those Merinos out of the way for the PGG rights in semi-final. Bailey drops sheep number 1. He's in the pen for sheep number 2. And the man on stand number 6, Dougie Smith. He shears all around the world, and there's barely a shed he goes to where he's not ringing it. This man can shear. Look at that handpiece sliding through the wool. There's not an ounce of effort going into it. All he's doing is just steering it. Just steering that handpiece around. Up for long blow now. Jimmy's got him by a blow and a half. David Buick's got him by 2 blows as he drops down the last side. David's caught up to Tama Near now, Gerald.
Look at David, a little pink one, and you go, mate. That's what we like. Us white boys, we got a bit of rhythm in us as well as he hoes into that one. That's the idea, into the belly wall. There we go. Douglas Smith also holds a world record, so get into that, baby. Let's see those skills. Let's take yourself back there to that day when you blew all those sheep out and took that record. Let's get into that, baby. Down the first hind leg he goes. 1 and 2 big ones up the back. Under the watchful eye of the judge. Up the neck he goes. Jimmy Samuels, representing the Maori side here of New Zealand, and round the back of the ears he goes, lining up the long blow. How are his mates going? Tama Nia. He's on the journey home, flicks the leg over. Bailey is coming at them. He's got 2 there, 3s, and he goes. Casey Bailey, Buick. She's action apiece. She's a bit of a master blast up there. It's like 6 people having a speed shear, but it's a speed shear over 8. Bit of dancing going on for Smith down the bottom stand. That's all right. Hit that rhythm. We need that boom box going again. Get the rhythm, get some sounds pumping. In goes Fagan John. Up the undermine goes Nia, and Buick's up and round the back of the head. Bailey hitting the long blow. But look at these boys that are on sheep 4. She's all go.
Beautiful stuff. Look at it. Poetry in motion. All these competitors throwing the steel at them. The old bog iron, we call it. Across the shoulder comes the Pongaroa lad, Buick. Under the shoulder and down and out to the flank. To the top of the shoulder for near. Out the last leg for Bailey here on the front. But down the far end, the blow for blow. Smith and Jimmy Samuels into the long blow. They go together, but the first to get sheep number 5 on the board is up here on stand number 2. David Buick. He's finally found the top draw. He's gone for the doctor this time round. And a very good low score up on the top as well. 2 shots up the undermine. Off with the top, not with 1. Hard to keep pace with this man when he lets the things fly. Down the off leg comes near Bailey up around the back of the head on the front stand. They're on sheep number 4. They've got 1 round them. Here comes the Jack Fagan in for another. Sheep number 5 for him. Number 5 for Jimmy Samuels. Out 1 for Smith. But it's the local man. He's got the 5 almost completed. Under the shoulder and down and out to the flank. Morgan, he's flying down. He's making every poster winning one.
He's got the win in his sights. He's off. There's no one that can catch David Buick now. The man on 6, if there's anyone that can do it, is old Dougie Smith down the end, the workhorse. Here he comes, he's winding up, he's warming up, his blood's starting to pump now as he comes around the long blow on his 5th sheep. David Buick's whipping the belly off on his 6th sheep. Tamaniania's got number 5 on the board. Into the belly he goes. Jack Fagan's coming around the last side on his 5th sheep. Jimmy Samuels up the long blow on his 5th sheep. He's cruising. He's got the rhythm. He's got the quality and the confidence, Gerald.
Yeah, you got to say, wow. I wasn't really coming in. I didn't realise I had the microphone sitting this close. I was just sitting here admiring David Buick in this style. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is them nice and relaxed. This is the difference between when you've got everything on the line, and in this case, it's a bit of a fun event. There's still a bit on the line, but we're nice and relaxed. This is a sort of a shared atmosphere here, and look what's happening to this man on stand 2. Wow, he pulls out another little beauty. 7, sits it nice and high. So much rhythm, just floating round it in his hometown here. Round he goes, does the crutch, lines up that first flank, grabs hold of the ball, says, Mr. Loose Skin, you get out of the way. Up there he flies, and he's feeling good. He tightened the tension knob just a wee minute ago, and now you'll see he's starting to swish a bit of wool round, doing a bit of flickety. They don't have to do that. It's not actually part of shearing, ladies and gentlemen. It's called showmanship. And Buick's turning it on right here. Nia hits the long blow. Number 6, Buick sitting on 7.
I think he might be on 7.
Oh, you think he's chasing him? You think that clock's let us down here? Oh, well, that's all good.
That means he's in front.
Holy smoke. Nothing like a bit of a mistake here and there. Adds a bit of humanness to it, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? If it's too perfect, it's too robotic and too computerised. He bangs one down there. John, bring them on home.
Oh, look, he goes in for number 8, we presume. Here goes Buick in as well. He's having a good shear, but of course he's still probably smarting from missing out on that semi-final here today. Under the shoulder and down and out to the flank comes Bailey on the front stand. Smith over the shoulder on the last side. He'll have one left in his pen. Jimmy Samuels has got one left in his pen as well. Jack Fagan. But let's see, in goes Casey Bailey. Number 8 on the board was sure for Buick as he drops into the first off shoulder, but it's near as he go and blow for woe. If we got some indication from the pen is at the last sheep as he winds off the top and down off the shoulder. Buick's right with him. Over the last side they come. Fagan on number 7 and down and out to the flank for Jimmy Samuels as well. Up over the top come Doug Smith, but it's out the last side for stands 2 and 3. Buick coming back at him. Tarman here right out the last leg. Buick by a whisker. Near was right on the money, and sheep number 8, well done for him. Over the top now comes Casey Bailey and down the last side. Beautiful money. He's still got one on the pen. There's a little bit of work for him. Jack Fagan's got another one on the board. The 8th and final one for Doug Smith as well. Jimmy Samuels has got the big 0-0. Number 8 to him. Over the tail he goes. Casey Bailey goes in, but it's going to be Doug Smith next off down the far end there, Morgan. A great shear from the lad from Hastings.
Yes, he is an example of an easy shearer. He doesn't work hard. He just gets the wool off, strokes the wool off. His gear cuts like a dream. I wish I could get my gear cutting that well. I'd still be shearing.
Oh, but you borrowed all your gear.
That's why I borrowed my gear. Dougie Smith, he put the fear of God in me. I've worked beside him and he taught me a few lessons on grinding gear. Jimmy Samuels coming down the last side now, just cruising along. He's got the flow, he's got that rhythm. He just hasn't got the pace to keep up with Buick. 9 minutes and 10 seconds gone as he reaches for that button now. Casey Bailey coming down the last side. He's done a good job. He's cruising along. The sweat's starting to pour now. He's coming out 3 or 4 more blows and he'll be reaching for that button as well. Here we go, the Maori Pakeha teams event. We're waiting for our judges out the back. Casey Bailey's hitting that button. Time taken in 9 minutes and 32 seconds for 8 sheep.
Beautiful stuff, of course. Once again, the Maori Pakeha are working as they have done all through the last century and a half here, plus with each other in the shearing shed. So congratulations, guys, to being selected for this event. And of course, we're now having an instant prize giving before we start the junior shearing final. And those junior shearing finalists are Puha, Wilton, Bradley, Tikapa, Hubba and Jones.
Yes. Is Deborah Davidson from Wairarapa, Moana here, please? Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the instant prize giving for the event that you just watched, the Wairarapa Moana Maori Pakeha Teams event. To present the award is Deborah Davidson, Deputy Chair, Wairarapa Moana Trust.
Thank you. Tēnā koutou katoa, ngā uri no tō moana tapu ko Wairarapa. Greetings to you all, ngā shareholders o Wairarapa Moana, the Golden Shears whānau, management, organisers, workers, and more importantly, our Māori and Pākehā competitors. Thanks for such an exciting and energetic event today. For us at Wairarapa Moana, we see ourselves as a key part of the agricultural industry in New Zealand, particularly in forestry and dairy. with many of our shareholders working on our farms and in all key areas of the shearing industry. Therefore, it's always a huge honour for Wairarapa Moana to sponsor this Māori Pakeha shearing event. Nō reira, kia ora.
Thank you very much. While we're waiting for the results to come through, the winner of the Wairarapa Moana Māori Pakeha Teams event will receive $1,000. The second prize is $600, and the third prize is $400. So we'll take the opportunity to come down and have a yarn. So, yeah, how's it going? You're the first one. The other boys are too smart. They've run down the other end. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, we're trying to kill time here, eh? Just
Yeah, hard. That's the game.
No, it must be great even just to take part in the Māori Pakeha event.
Yeah. Go home with some money.
Yeah, everybody comes to Golden Shears with different motivations, don't they? That's good. So, yeah. Now, Jack, you've been competing in quite a few things here. Have you ever competed in Māori Pakeha before?
No, it's a good bit of fun, but I think next year it'd be great if they had Māori versus the Pakeha. That'd cause a bit of trouble.
Yeah. Maybe that's the idea, steer clear of that. But there's probably a fair bit of competitive nature between you guys anyway. You'd know each other pretty well over all the events and shows.
Yeah, we get around the country all together and compete against each other, and it's good fun, good group of guys, and yeah, it's what it's all about.
Yeah, well, that's right. And of course, as your mate said, win some money as well, eh?
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Fantastic. Right, so hopefully we've got the results through here now. The winner with $1,000 and the Māori Pakeha Teams Event Shield, Casey Bailey and David Buick. Yeah. Congratulations, you've got the money, so you've got to do the speech.
Cool, does that mean I get to keep the money? No, we had a game plan that would give Casey all the kicky sheep, and I'd take all the good ones so to make me look good. But no, it was good fun, and thank you to Wairarapa Moana for the sponsorship, and bring on the tonight, and everyone have some fun. So thank you.
Good on you, well done. Second place, $600. Tama Nia and Jack Fagan. And third place, $400. Put your hands together, Jimmy Samuel and Doug Smith. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. Whilst the photo is being taken for this event, I'll pass you back to our commentators now who will prepare you for our next event.